We'll pick up where we left off from the last session in this ring that we had customized for Mrs. Jones. If you will recall, we turned the channel diamonds in the shank off, and then we created custom profiles to give the ring this nice triple flute. Now, as we look at this and talk further to our customer, we realize that she has a bit more money to spend and she would like to add some side gems to this. There is no provision for that in the original design. However, CounterSketch Studio has a wonderful feature called Add Gem to Design that will allow you to add a single gem or multiple gems, gems with settings or gems with bezels. Just to show you where we're going with this, I'll open a couple of models that I have worked on to show you the steps. The next step in adding a custom gem would be to minimize this gallery feature using the controls in the settings center section. And following that, add a custom gem and position it, and then mirror it on either side and add the bezel setting. All very easy steps to do within CounterSketch Studio 2.0. At any time during the customization process, you can check the estimated metal weight of the model simply by clicking on this icon at the bottom left of the sketch pad. And once you do that, CounterSketch will compute the volume and the estimated weight in 14 karat gold. We can see that CounterSketch is telling us that this model will weigh approximately 3 1/4 pennyweight. Now, inevitably the price issue will come up and your customer will want to know what this ring is going to cost. CounterSketch has a wonderful feature called Quick Estimate. You click on it, you agree to the terms that the estimate is approximate, and in just a second or two, CounterSketch will produce a grid pricing for you that will give you all of the details involved in estimating the cost of this ring in a variety of metals. So we can see that this mount in 14 karat yellow gold with our markup applied will be a little over $600. Amethyst gems would be in addition to that. However, we know that the center amethyst would weigh a carat 77 and the smalls will weigh approximately 4 points each. So very quickly we can discuss price with our customer and move the sale along to completion. Once you've submitted the order, you will receive the final quote from Stuller's CAD/CAM services. And as you proceed with your models, always remember to click the Add button and put them in the job bags in your customer's portfolio. That way you can always come back to a stage of completion and review that, or perhaps continue to modify it. Once you've customized the ring to your customer's satisfaction and you have discussed pricing with her, then you're ready to move on to the order process. Click the Order tab and CounterSketch will set up tabs required for you to enter all the information required to make a formal request for an estimate from Stuller's CAD services. You can enter your job reference and all the particulars about your customer here, her name and address and phone number and so on, although only her name is required and your job reference number if you prefer. In the mounting section, you specify what metal you would like. In this case, we're going to use 14 karat yellow. We specify that our secondary metal is going to be 14 karat white for these little bezels here. And in this case, we're going to ask for a finished and set casting. Then we will request the gems. And in this case, we're going to ask Stuller to supply this amethyst. And if you have an ID number from the Stuller's website or catalog, you can enter that here, and you can request a special message to be laser engraved or your hallmark if you have it on file with Stuller. Finally, you can add notes and details. Once you've finished entering all the details, press next and agreed to the terms for the estimate. Your order will be sent electronically to Stuller, and in a day or so you will hear back from Stuller with a formal quote. Once that is agreed upon, Stuller CAM Services will custom grow your ring using rapid prototyping or CNC milling to produce the pattern, and then cast and finish it to the level that you have required and set the stones as requested. You will receive your ring beautifully finished and made to order as you have designed it within 8 days.